you're in the insurer. People are coming to you saying, I need coverage for this. I came to your fraud webinar.
Right.
How do I lock down? What advice are you giving them for 2024? Let's talk about it as a year of
Oh,
resolution where
oh
somebody's going to do it.
my, you set me up with a softball, like a tee. I appreciate it. My mantra for 2024 and beyond is write it down. Write down and document your process. As an underwriter, we look at information, we look at the processes. I'm ensuring the process. We're ensuring that process. We do X, and when X fails, we have insurance that protects you against X. So write down the process, because too often that process is, like I said before, clerical. There is no documented process for an accounts payable person to use, or if there is one, it's poor. It has far too much reliance upon email, far too much reliance upon information that's easily obtained from a bad guy if you're providing all the information to them.
Mhm.
The number of PDF forms I've looked at over the years now, we're using a form now. That's where we're at. 2024, we're using a form. And I'm reminded, I'm old enough to know about signature cards at banks, and the idea that you had to have identity of signature. I know who you are. I can compare your signature to the signature book. There literally used to be giant books at the bank that would have your name in them, and you would verify and validate that signature is that person's signature. We don't have that in a form.
Wow.
It doesn't, you type your name, like there is no validation at all. So rebuilding processes to assume that the other person is compromised and all the information is coming to you is bad. You
So
have to be able to beat that.
the time that we got to present in person back in the spring was right after SVB. And a lot of
Mhm.
organizations were scrambling to open bank accounts. And we encouraged folks, and I'm just reminded of it now when you bring up the forum, to compare your vendor onboarding process to what your organization has to do to open a bank account. Do they let you just fill out a form and then they're like, okay, come on in, do
Right.
business? Or is there a lot more rigor? Do you have to prove who you are? Is there a background check? Is there a lot of identity validation before you could open that bank account? So if you
Exactly.
are using a form, great, collect your information that way. But now what are you doing with it, really?
I,
And that would be highlighted if you were writing it down.
I agree. That's highlighted, and then you can see pretty quickly where the holes are.